Hello everybody, it's me, Surfpurzel, and today we want to talk about Dave Johnson and his weird claims that everything is a hoax. 9/11, earthquakes, tornadoes, world wars, the American Civil War, this all was controlled demolition in his eyes. In this video we want to talk about his claim that the earth is flat. But at first I want to show you his video, which is called Times and Seasons and Flat Earth.
Okay, what I wanted to show you with this video is this would be the flat earth, and by this I'm showing you looking into the eye. So the iris, this is part of the iris, also being the land masses, and then you have what's, the pupil. Okay, outside of the seas you have the big ice wall, right? So now you have your bearings. This is a flat plane you're looking at. Just the blue, the brown, and the black iris. Now to pull up, I've put, a triangle, rested the egg on level, and then if you recall, the 47th problem is how do you keep this thing from rolling off, right? If you create a counterbalance, then you notice that is, of course, the black hole sun. So then I come straight across, lay out the sun there, put my sun arc, my first sun arc, okay? Then I put my moon arc as well outside, all right? That's because I know where one is, I can put the other. I can make them meet, okay? Meet, and then meet. I'm going to add. Alright, this will be the angle then to show you what's the sun coming down on the center of the what's called the center of the earth, or the ice. And they always talk about that ice melting or going away, but never quite fully going away. And here's my understanding then. If you would like to melt through, or would like to somehow get through that ice, you would have to change this natural angle. And that, I think, goes into more of the geoengineering.
What? Did anybody get what he's about? There's a pupil on Earth? Where exactly is it? And what about these random triangles? I mean, I can draw them too on many stuff, but what does they show or prove? Is he on drugs?
So let's say that you're looking at your meat for the evening. I think we're gonna probably need some more. Then you notice that you have two nice fat steaks that still need the final trim. So I'm gonna show you how that's done. First, a little something that may be called an appetizer. Anyone who's against creation, please turn your head. I'm looking for my lighter. There we go. Cheers otherwise.
Oops, my fault. I think he should stop smoking weed. In some cases it can cause a psychosis, and one of the first symptoms of a psychosis is delusions. A delusion is where a person has an unshakable belief in something implausible, bizarre, or obviously untrue. People with psychosis often has disturbed, confused and disrupted pattern of thought. Dave is a good example for that. I really don't get what he's about. But what is way more disturbing are his fans who believe in his insane thoughts. How can anybody watch his videos and agree with them? They make no sense. How can anybody believe in him instead of scientists who can really explain how the world works? But okay, let's talk about the Earth and why she is a sphere and how we can prove it with the sun. Here we have our flat Earth. The land masses are in the middle and the oceans goes around. First we try Dave's model of sun movement. But it cannot work if the sun goes around the edge of the Earth. She would never be above our heads in the middle of the day, but she is. And it's the real sun, not a projection, because a projection would not spend heat. And the moon phases we know would be impossible, so Dave's model is busted. Now we try other ways to explain time difference on Earth. First, there is a common model that shows that the sun goes in a circle above the flat Earth. She is smaller and closer to the Earth. But there are a few problems with this model. Things like sunset and sunrise on the oceans would not exist. The sun would get smaller and smaller if she moves on, but she would never go down like by sunsets. But they do, as we can see in this picture, and this picture, and this picture, and this 4 pictures which shows a sunset. She would be way bigger if we are in a plane, but she isn't. This can only be explained with a huge distance, and the moon phases can also not explained in this model. So this model is busted too. The last model is that the sun is orbiting the Earth. But this is impossible on a flat Earth. There would be no time differences at all, and it would be night everywhere if the sun is under the flat Earth. So this is busted too. The only way to explain all these things logically is in a spherical Earth. If there's a light on one side, then the other side is in darkness, and the moon phases are explained too. This was my video about Dave Johnson. At last I can say you should take a look into Dave Johnson's crazy world. His videos are always entertaining. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. In my next video I want to talk about the Illuminati and why they don't exist today. Stay tuned.